For those of us who grew up in the 80s and 90s, well, you'd be hard-pressed to find anyone who didn't collect micro machines. No other toy line was as diverse, with tiny planes, trains, cars, trucks, tractors, spaceships, boats, motorcycles, you name it. If it drove, rolled, or flew, there was a micro machine just for you. For years, micro machines outsold their competitors on the toy aisles 2-1, but as their sales and success grew up, so did their collectors and consumers. Many of which whom now have children of their own and are yearning to scratch that nostalgic itch and share one of their most cherished toy lines with their families today. Thankfully, micro machines have come back strong, and honestly, it makes a lot of sense if you stop and think about it, because we're currently living in a bit of a retro renaissance, if you will, where a lot of our favorite 80s and 90s nostalgia, things we know and love and grew up with, well, they're being repackaged, revamped, and revitalized, and I, for one, am very excited to see it. Now, the good people over at Micro Machines were nice enough to send me a care package in the mail thanks to their toy manufacturer Jazwares, and wouldn't you know it, amidst my surprise, it's Super Van City. This is the pinnacle of playset perfection. Honestly, nothing is more synonymous or iconic with the Micro Machines brand than Super Van City. This was the must-have toy for the original Micro Machine collectors back then, and it looks to be an amazing playset and toy for 2020, and it's definitely going to help me think big and play small. And remember, if it doesn't say Micro Machines, it's not the real thing, because often imitated, never duplicated, Micro Machines have always been the original scale miniatures. And I mean, look how tiny and detailed this amazing little hot rod car. This is one of the 3 exclusive figures that come with Super Van City. We got nice details, got the tailpipe exhaust and everything. I mean, this thing looks super fast, got nice line work, very, very sharp looking little sports green car there. And then next up, we've got a yellow SUV, yellow being my absolute favorite color. Bright chrome wheels, spins on a very smooth surface. Even got a 5th wheel back there in case you're going off-roading and you get a flat tire or something like that. Got a nice little hitch pin so you can add other things to it. And then we got this orange bulldozer. Lifts up and down. It's got nice articulation. Again, smooth wheels on the bottom so you can roll this around on the floor, but just look how amazingly detailed these tiny, tiny, tiny things are. I mean, just look how small that is in my hands. These are so easy to collect, store, they don't take up a lot of room, and they look absolutely fantastic. Now, Super Van City, if you turn back your thinking caps just a bit and think back to 1991, you get the visual image of the original Super Van City playset with its bright white paint job, its colorful flourishes up and down the side. Yeah, that was cool in 1991, but this is the future. This Super Van City is very, very sharp looking. It's got attitude, it's got batitude, it's even got ratitude. So let me show you my gratitude and show you just how easy it is to transform this. So we're gonna push these buttons here, opens it up, expands down, drops down, and we are raring to go. Now I'm gonna put some stickers on it, put some of the accessories on it, and then we'll be ready to go and explore the many action-packed areas that Super Van City has to offer. Now with the expandable skyscraper, we can load onto the working elevator one of 2 ways. We can come here on the side or from the ground floor. We'll go ahead and use this side, raise the elevator up on the expanding skyscraper, put our vehicle on there, take it all the way to the top floor, make sure it's locked in there, and then we're going to push this tray down here, and then we're going to have this expandable folding little escape road, and then we simply line up our vehicle, and down it goes. So since our SUV is busy over there with the skyscraper, we're going to take our hot rod in for a car wash, put it on the tracks there, move it back and forth, get it all nice, spick and span and clean and spotless, and then we're ready to go back out onto the open road. And after our car wash, we'll take a nice little scenic drive over the bridge. However, the bridge right now is closed. We know that because this drawbridge is down and the gates for the bridge itself are up. But we'll go ahead and raise the gate and we'll lower the levels of the bridge on both sides. Then we'll be able to take our car across the bridge without problem. There we go, straight across. And after coming across the bridge, we slide into Eric's garage for a nice little tune-up, get our car spick and span. You know, it's looking spotless. We got a nice little car wash, but now we need our tune-up because we're gonna go to the racetrack next. Turn around. All right, we just got our tune-up from Eric's garage, so now we are ready to race at M&M Speedway. We got our green hot rod against the bright yellow SUV. Let's find out who wins. And 1, 2, 3, go! Okay, it's definitely the hot rod for sure. So after our race, we're gonna park our little green car underneath the helicopter pad at the airport here, and we're gonna transfer over back to our yellow SUV, and we're going to drive past the airport, and we're going to drive it up here, and we can park it on the second tier up here, or we can go all the way to the top floor for our third level parking at the airport, because anybody that's ever been in the airport knows parking is a pain. But go ahead and get out of our parking spot and cruise on over to the construction area. And see if we can find a parking space over here for the construction site with our yellow SUV. This looks like a good parking spot. But wait, is it a good parking spot? Because we've got a crazy crane operator that's swinging this wrecking ball all sorts of dangerously. Oh, wait, it knocks this over. Luckily, the bulldozer is strong, picks it right back up. However, this looks like it's going to collapse on our yellow SUV, so we need to get the heck out of here. Turn that back around. Let's go off-roading a little bit around this track here, because we need to head over to the police station next to report a crazy, horrible crane operator. All right, we're going to drive over to the police station to report everything we just saw at the crazy construction yard. We've got a couple options. We can drive on through here and leave out the back and down this ramp, and then we can connect this ramp to one of the pieces that comes in Super Van City. This connecting piece right here allows you to connect other play sets and things like the car wash or the parking garage, things like that, so you can continue to build out your world and think big and play small. However, we're going to continue our adventures in the yellow SUV, and we're going to go over to the 4x4 off-road track and the big mountain. Got our bulldozer doing work over here in the construction area, trying to level out some ground, move some dirt. Typical bulldozer stuff, you know how it is. Heading over to the off-road track here, going up. We're going to go across the bumps, around the turns, watching out for the water spot, around the turns again, and then boom, we're going to slide across, and we're going to cruise on by Chubby's, grab ourselves a little snack there at the window, and we're going to climb the big mountain. Taking our SUV up the mountainside, around the treacherous corner here. Coming up top, we got this safety guardrail here, and then we got this big scary pit. Where does it lead? Let's find out. And we're back to our green hot rod. We need to come over here and refill at the M&M gas station stop, get our gas refilled, refueled, ready to go, and then let's go visit the fire station. Micro Machines fire station. We got 2 garage bays there. You can put multiple cars inside, but just like all firehouses, it's got a action feature, because instead of a fire pole, we've got an exit ramp. So we're going to take our sports car down the exit ramp, and away it goes. At the end of the day, Super Van City is an absolutely phenomenal playset and toy in every sense of the word. I mean, just looking at Super Van City here, I mean, this in itself just looks awesome as it is. It's got these amazing rugged tires on the bottom, these great looking rims, it's got this ladder on the side. I mean, this is a phenomenal looking van that I wouldn't mind driving around town or owning myself. And then again, of course, it has this nice cool carrying handle. That way you can pick it up, port it around. And it's also got a nice little tray that you can put your Micro Machines up top for some extra storage. That way you can easily move everything, pick it up, move it to the table, something like that, play around, and not have any, real issues with worrying about breaking everything down. It's just really, really great how portable and easy it is to put together and tear down each and every time. And again, back to the details of these Micro Machines. They are absolutely exquisite with the line work, the sculpting, the little accessories, like the fact that there's little hitch pins on the back of the bulldozer and the 4x4 here. That way we could add, like a trailer or something. That is super, super cool, very thoughtful, and I love the expansion capabilities. I really did have an amazing time exploring all the different action-packed areas in Super Van City. And if you're like me and you grew up in the 80s and 90s and you're looking to rehash some of that nostalgia and potentially share it with your children, well, then definitely check out Super Van City and the rest of the Micro Machines lineup, because again, the detail on these things cannot be ignored. They are fantastic little micro devices, so tiny. I mean, just look how small it is in my fingers there. You can put like 20 of these in your pocket. If you're interested in picking up any of these toys or the playset, I've got a product link down in the video description box below to help you out for your convenience. But guys, that's it. Thanks for checking out this video. I greatly appreciate it. And I'm actually going to go back to playing with my cars. See ya.